What's going on, toxic gamers? If you're new here, you do not have to subscribe, you do not have to like the video, none of that. We're gonna be jumping right into it. And listen, man, today you better get some. I mean, you better get some. We gotta talk about GTA 6, not this GTA 6 that is being made with the Ubisoft assets, okay? Not about this one where they nerfed the ass, the Burna and all that. But we got good news about GTA 6. We also got news about the Battlefield 6. Apparently we're hearing about that. You can actually play it. You can play the Battlefield 6 beta very soon. In fact, in just a few days. That's what we're hearing. I want to show you guys that news. We got Cyberpunk 2 news, and I also gotta show you guys the news from the Call of Duty community, where a lot of people looking like this. And all I'm gonna say here is that Blame Truth is gonna have a field day with the news that just came out. Wake up, gamers. Shout out to the homie Tim the Tatman. We're gonna get to the Battlefield 6, the GTA 6, Cyberpunk 2 news in a second, but check this, roll it.
Oh, they changed that. Oh, that's cool. That the store works right now.
It was at this moment. He didn't know, apparently, so he didn't know. Yeah, look at that. Apparently not even for 20. This is for $30. I was like, bruh, like what? Yeah, $30.
Whip says don't buy yet.
You suckers out of your goddamn mind right now, bro. $30 for a trash. I mean, it does look alright, but like $30 for this one, bro. Like, come on, man. Can we get some content? Come on, bruh.
Click on create a class and look at the gun. What gun is this?
Wait for it, man.
I mean, this I can't lie, it's kind of sick. Just look at the LC10.
Yeah, oh no. There we go.
Do we got fucking ads in the creative class now?
Hey, man. Oh my god, bro.
Oh my god.
This is crazy. What is this company doing right now? Back in the 2018, these suckers were selling like that Red Dot side and Black Ops 4 for $1, bro. In Modern Warfare 2022, you guys know what's coming, man. You know what's coming. Even my non-existent, my digital dog got that Diddy look right now, but you know what's coming. The you know, in Modern Warfare 2022, they have the friendly UAV online bundle. They were selling that goo boy for that 20, for that hot 20. I mean, listen, man, 20 is 20, and now these suckers got ads, bro. Like, what happened, man? Like, are people not playing the game, or Blame Truth's gonna have a field day with this one? He gonna make like 100 videos over this one, rightfully.
Bro. We got, when you build your loadouts, they're like, hey, by the way, check out this bundle.
We had a frog coming out of that Mastercraft skin. Yeah, look at that. We got a frog trying to come out. Okay, bro, I'm out. That's what he said. Okay.
Bro, we got, when you build your loadouts, they're like, hey, by the way, check out this bundle. Oh my god. Yo, have you seen the store yet? Click on event too. There's ads here. All I see is Battle Pass.
Stay psyched, bro. Stay psyched, bro. Stay psyched, man.
Oh, that is funny. Holy, man.
Yeah, so that's a Call of Duty situation. Let's get down to Battlefield, right? Battlefield 6, okay, or whatever they're gonna call it. But apparently the new Battlefield game is confirmed to have a trailer this summer. So it is happening, fellas. And the fact that GTA 6 is gonna be delayed to 2026, it's very likely that we're either gonna get it by the end of this year or early next year. Initially, they were saying early next year, which is still probable, but the fact that GTA 6 is now coming out next May, 2026, it may come out this year. And you know, Call of Duty being down this bad, Battlefield gotta come back. I mean, come on now, man. Like, damn, check this.
On June 17th, a closed playtest recently opened up to anyone interested in more.
Yeah, check
Playtesting for Battlefield Labs may finally open up to anyone interested on June 17th. A closed playtest recently concluded over the weekend, and a message in the game's launcher suggested that an official release is pending for the 17th. This has led to speculation that EA will officially announce an open playtest at the start of Summer Games Fest on June 6th, with a June 17th.
We're probably gonna live stream that sucker too, yeah. So we're having Summer Game Fest. That's of course, Summer Game Fest has been replacing E3 for a few years now. It sucks that E3 is just completely dead and gone. The last few year E3s, I don't even remember when was the last one. I believe in 2020 or 2021-ish. Yeah, and the last few years, whenever we had E3, they were bad. I mean, not necessarily the E3, it's just that we don't even have that many games, or they didn't have that many good games to show, and every time people were like, GTA 6, GTA 6. This time, we finally may be getting, honestly, I don't think we're gonna get GTA 6 gameplay in Summer Game Fest, but let's see.
18th start date. EA already confirmed that the game will be properly revealed this summer, so this speculation makes sense. Fans of the franchise are eager to get their hands on it, and all playtests to date have been locked behind invites and strict NDAs, which obviously hasn't stopped an abundance of leaks from pouring out about said playtest, but you can only learn so much.
Yeah, so June 17, right? Let's see Cyberpunk 2.
The sequel to Cyberpunk 2077 is officially in pre-production, and while this doesn't mean much for gamers in the here and now, it's great to hear that this sci-fi RPG sequel is finally underway. There's been a lot of uncertainty about the direction the developers would take after 2077's incredibly controversial launch, which was plagued with major technical issues and missing features caused by extensive crunch and mismanagement. And this led to extensive structural changes within the company. Part of this
apparently it's being made with Unreal Engine 5, so they cannot go wrong, bro. Like they really gotta deliver, man. They gotta deliver. If this game is like bad like Cyberpunk 2077 was at launch on the Sony Pony 4s and the Xbox One, you know, the PS4, even on the PS5, it wasn't I have memories of day one still. And bruh, it was like really bad. It was so bad to the point where like Sony PlayStation that don't like, once they have your money, bro, they don't like giving back. And even Sony was refunding and giving everybody their money back, bro. That's how bad it was.
Restructuring included canceling development of 2077's multiplayer mode and additional DLCs. With the sequel finally entering pre-production, hopefully that means that the studio has finished all of their restructuring and that this time around they will give the devs the proper time and resources that they need to realize the full.
Yeah, honestly, like Cyberpunk had really good potential, bro. If the city was alive, as in we had a lot of NPCs like they showed back in the 2018 demo that they showed, which we later found out it was rendered, it was fake. It was fake. It was a rendered one. At the time, they were boasting it about the fact that, hey man, it's apparently real gameplay. But it was not. It was not. We quickly found that one out, right? But check this.
Now diving into the second story of the video, new reveals from Sony, the next event. So we're still waiting on what is hopefully Sony's own dedicated state of play or showcase or whatever they decide to do, but they have been confirmed for another event unless this is a tease for Sony's own event. So reading from yahoo.com, while Sony has been quiet about its summer plans, Jeff Keighley has not. The Summer Games Fest is upon us and the event just announced its first round of partners, one of which is PlayStation, confirming Sony's gaming division will be at the event in some capacity. As announced by the official Summer Games Fest Twitter account,
Xbox is doing on their own, right? Yeah, but Sony is now joining Summer Game Fest. That's good, because we ultimately need Summer Game Fest to be good. And I wish, like, technically, like, yeah, Xbox is gonna do it separately, but, like, who cares, right? It's still part of the Summer Game Fest event, so we're gonna have it. I believe Summer Game Fest is on June 6th, and the Xbox event is on June the 8th, and maybe that's when we're gonna get the new Call of Duty reveal, too. Or perhaps they're gonna do it, like, in August or something. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
The summer gaming event will feature tons of game companies and console makers like 2K Games, Amazon Games, Nintendo, Xbox, NeoWiz, and many more. As these appear in alphabetical order.
Yo, Rockstar Games, Rockstar? Even if they're there, that doesn't mean, it still don't mean that we're gonna get GTA 6 gameplay. Nah, I don't see it, man. I don't see it, man. I don't see it, man. Not even Take-Two? Probably, yeah, Take-Two gotta be mentioned somewhere, for sure, unless, yeah, or maybe I need glasses because I don't see no Take-Two here. So, yeah, Xbox there, for sure. MetaQuest there? Yeah, Bandai Namco's there. Oh, this is just round one. Okay, I see.
2K Games, Amazon Games,
round
Nintendo, Xbox, NeoWiz, and many more. As these appear in alphabetical order.
I'm excited about Supermassive Games. They make, I believe, they make those horror games, right? Yeah, I want to see what they got cooking up. And I definitely want to see, like, Heavy Rain Part 2, or... Not necessarily, I mean, I wouldn't mind, but how many of you actually played Heavy Rain? Yo, that game was amazing, especially for the time. It was a PS3 game, and then that company made Detroit Become Human. That game was also amazing. It was about, like, those AI robots that are gonna take over, right? That game was set in 2038. to be precise. And guess what? Right now we got like new robots, crab being in the works, right? So shit, man. So no, that game was honestly amazing. So I would not. Yeah, I wanna definitely see something like that. And they're probably gonna make something brand new, right? That is interactive, and ultimately Heavy Rain and both Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human, they were more like interactive movies essentially. It was one of those kind of experiences with multiple endings and multiple choices, and every choice leads you to a different ending, and it was pretty badass that way. So we yeah, I wouldn't mind, and I mean, I definitely want to see a new game from them.
PlayStation is seen near the bottom of its announcement graphic, right in the center. Check out the post. Obviously, I'll put it up on the screen. It's not known how involved PlayStation will be in the Summer Games Fest festivities. Since the summer event typically claims any showcases under its wing, this could be a tease for the rumored state of play. It could also just mean Sony will have some games to show on the event floor. It could also mean...
Yeah, I mean, truth be told, though, right? The fact that Sony may be at this event, that tells me that they probably don't have that many games to showcase, bro. Right? Otherwise, they would do their proper, like a full-blown PlayStation showcase. I mean, they didn't even do it last year, right? Because they didn't have that many games to show. And Xbox also had a lackluster event, but Xbox event was probably the best in comparison to all the last year's Summer Game Fest event, right? Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty sucky last few years in terms of like bigger games. We don't even get that big of games. So man, pause. GTA 6 is only gonna be that one, right? So I guess everybody's waiting for GTA 6, Battlefield, Call of Duty, you know, and of course then you got like the NBAs, the 2K games, and a game here or there. Yeah, right. Like, but Sony, I guess it's time that they showcase perhaps that Venom DLC, maybe that second Naughty Dog game, you know, that retardo chick from that bald retardo chick, that lesbo chick from Intergalactic, right? They're probably gonna show gameplay from that. Maybe that second Naughty Dog game that we heard is in the works. Maybe Wolverine, but that's about it. Maybe like maybe a surprise or two, maybe another live service games on how they're gonna like rob us again. Yeah, right, like that's about it by the looks of it.
A PlayStation announcement can be made during Summer Games Fest showcase on Friday, June 6th. Of course, this is all speculation, and we will know once the event begins next week. So
yeah, let's get down to some GTA 6 news. Let's see what's new. Shout out to the homie Sab. Roll it.
According to the leaks, Grand Theft Auto 6 is packing in a lot of water-based gameplay. Over 20 different activities, and we're not talking about just swimming around or driving boats. Sure. Let's start with some of the water-based side activities that have surfaced through leaks, rumors, and gameplay footage. Now, a few of these, like scuba diving and shipwreck hunting, are more firmly supported by what we've seen. Others, like surfing and drug smuggling, have been more heavily rumored, referenced in early leak discussions, or even mentioned by insiders, but not explicitly confirmed in the most credible design files. So take those with a grain of salt. But based on Rockstar's track record, it is absolutely not out of the question. First up, you have scuba diving. Now this one's expected, but what's different is the depth. The leaks show full underwater areas, gear, and...
Man, like if the game looks like this, bro, man. Like if the underwater looks like that, man. Oh, man. I still remember, you know that mission with Michael, and when he's goes on a bicycle ride with his son, and then and he has to save his daughter. He jumps on at the beach, right, the Santa Monica beach, and he does that dive, and then you get to see basically the ocean floor a little bit, and it's kind of like that, especially for the time, right? It looked really good, but of course the GTA 5 ocean floor isn't as deep as what we're looking here. But it was still amazing for the time. I mean, if GTA 6 is like this, yo, god damn, man, that
and the animations that point to more than just collectible hunts. It looks like there may be entire zones being built beneath the surface. Then there's salvage missions. These are marked as repeatable, and they likely involve recovering items from the seafloor, maybe cargo, maybe something more valuable. We also get underwater looting, which seems to be its own thing entirely. There are more like opportunistic pickups for cash, weapons, or resources that may be scattered across different dive points. Beyond that, shipwreck exploration has been noted. They seem to be...
Yeah, I think this game is going to be really fun for the people that love 200%, the completionists, right? And 100%. There's probably going to be relics or Easter eggs, perhaps, too, that you can collect in items like that, trophies and shit like that. So, yeah.
The interactive locations, and some may be even tied to loot or objectives. But it doesn't stop there. Fishing makes a return, and based on the ecosystem we'll cover later, it might be more than just casting a line and waiting. Kayaking is in. You'll be able to paddle through rivers or coastal waters at your own pace. Surfing is listed too. It's unclear exactly how deep that mechanic goes, but it's new for the series and might tie into weather or wave physics. And yes,
Oh man, especially like the tornadoes, the hurricanes, and all that. Yo, this game better be lit, man. This game better be lit, man. Yeah, yeah. Especially like, oh, for sure. Like, you know, people gonna be like diving into the water, like taking the jet skis, the boats, especially like closer to the hurricanes, the tornadoes, and all that. Yeah, it should be fun. But we also had this rumor. We had the rumor that we're gonna get all that, right? Like all these weather changes. But then we also had another rumor and leak, I remember like a couple of months ago at this point, that said that, hey man, they are cutting things back. I hope that rumor is false though. Again, it's a rumor, like, right? We don't know. I really hope that rumor is false though. We definitely need the weather effects and all that.
boat customization is included. You'll be able to upgrade, tweak, or personalize your watercraft, which makes sense given how many of these systems center around boats. Jet ski racing also shows up, which is no surprise given how fast and fun those vehicles were to control.
Yo, honestly guys, like, you think GTA 6 is gonna be really that deep, man? I wanted to, bro. Like, I wanted to, but like, honestly, do you think it's gonna be that in-depth with that many NPCs everywhere? Because so far we have seen the beach and we've seen like the roads and all that, and everywhere we've seen the Key West, or at least the bridge, and it's filled with NPC vehicles and all that. Now, one thing that we know for certain, bro, like, if we have that many NPC vehicles, initially it's gonna be amazing, right? But then it's like, if you have to go from point A to B, and you know, you're always like going from point A to B while driving, doing missions and all that, and if you have that many cars, you're not gonna be able to drive the car freely, and you're not gonna be able and in GTA nobody's gonna be waiting on the red light, nobody's gonna be following rules, right? Because it's a game, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? But if we have that many traffic, if we have that much traffic, bro, you're gonna be bumping into cars left and right, and ultimately it's not gonna be fun. So just that logic alone, all right? Just that logic alone makes me believe that we're not gonna have that many NPCs. Thoughts? Agree? Disagree? Yeah, put it in the comments. But if, and this is something that I have been saying in my videos for a minute now, that we need the the vehicle density sliders on consoles too, where we can up it, and if you up it to the max, you got this much NPCs, this much vehicles, all that. But if you lower it, then you don't, you know, give people the option, the freedom, and it could be really, really fun, because ultimately I want to see like this many NPCs. Basically, like, I would love like two sort of NPCs, like density filter, one for the vehicle where you can maybe like make it lower to medium, right, so you can drive openly, and then you got the second option, which is all about the NPC density, and that one I wanna max it, so you can have this many NPCs like walking around and being like at the beach or on the boats like that. And yeah, I would definitely love the boats in the ocean, in the water density filter too, but I guess I'm asking for way too much, right? But I'm only asking that. We're only trying to discuss this topic based off of what I'm seeing right now, right? Because I want to see what we're looking at, okay? But I do know for the fact that, like, if you had that many cars on the road, bro, people gonna be bumping each other. It's gonna be bumping, pause, and it's not gonna be fun. Like, let me just keep above 50. So what are your thoughts on that, guys? Roll it.
In GTA 5. Expect official races and maybe even random encounters. The core mechanics also seem to be getting some love, like swimming and diving controls being updated, and according to the leak, it's likely going to support smoother movement and more realistic physics, which is a great upgrade. Then there's combat, and it seems like there's going to be full water-based combat, so shootouts between boats is kind of a given, but even some underwater action, maybe some stealth kills while diving or getting ambushed by somebody below the surface. Some of that might actually be coming to the game. We also have some more atmospheric and immersive systems.
Bro, if we got all that, bro, we need PlayStation 10 to play this game, bro.
That have been confirmed. You'll be able to observe marine life, things like fish, dolphins, and sharks for you marine biologist types out there. And there's even mention of underwater photography, possibly tied to side missions or just free roam exploration. Treasure hunting is listed too, and these aren't necessarily...
Yeah, that's what I want, bro. That's what I want. And speaking of that, I definitely wanted a new Uncharted game. In fact, we had a news recently which we covered in the last gaming news video, right? So yeah, treasure hunting. I mean, there's some about like Uncharted, especially. Like, how many of you actually played Uncharted? The 1, 2, or 3, or maybe all 4 of them? Maybe even the Lost Legacy. So 5 Uncharted games so far, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of that series. It's very, very good. I don't think there's any other game that does it the way Uncharted does, and we definitely need more like those treasure hunting types of games. And if we have that element in GTA 6, that would be amazing too, for sure.
Necessarily story items, they're hidden caches tied to the underwater world.
yeah,
that
yeah,
give
that
players
one,
a reason
exactly.
to keep diving, searching, and exploring. You've
For
got
the
environmental
completionists,
research
yeah.
missions similar to what we saw in the compendium system with Red Dead Redemption 2. So go collect samples, log species, maybe even track migration paths for whales or something. Stuff that
Yes,
kind of makes
sir.
the world feel natural and more alive. Rescue missions are also part of the free roam event pool. You might see a stranded swimmer or a capsized boat. These events look dynamic and varied. On the more criminal side, there's also smuggling routes that you're going to need to master. These are all likely tied to progression, with tougher runs maybe requiring more skill or stealth.
Dang.
Water-based races are also called out, not just for jet skis, but potentially for boats, kayaks, and maybe even mixed vehicle challenges. And finally, we have environmental cleanup missions. These sound like optional tasks where you can help clear some pollution from waterways. It's a small touch, but it fits the theme of the world kind of evolving around you and also the current political environment around pollution and everything else. Now, it may be one of those things where you go and clean some stuff up and then you get rewarded for it. I would think there would have to be some kind of reward. I don't think players are going to spend their free time in this brand new beautiful world going around and cleaning up trash off the ocean just for funsies. But you never know, there's some weirdos out there. Now, beyond the structured activities, the leaks also point to a variety of water-based random encounters that occur dynamically as you explore. These might be narco plane drops. So for example, you might be out at sea, and you might witness a low-flying...
Yo, you know what the craziest part here is that we initially had this leak, right, when we were hearing about Project Americas back in the 2017-2018 realm. We were also hearing that you're gonna be doing like these kind of missions. You're gonna be dropping the Nesquik, okay, the good kush, okay, between South Americas and the Miamis, okay, and South America and Miami, and later on, or the Vice City, and later on we heard that, yeah, like they're cutting down a little bit, like they're it's not gonna be that big of a game. It's gonna be a massive game. It's gonna be a massive game, but versus what they had planned initially, it's not gonna be that big, because initially they were, and the code name of the game was literally like Project Americas with the plural S, son. So you can already imagine like it was supposed to be. But did you see this video? If not, click on this video on the screen, man, because the stuff that she was caught doing crazy. Click on this video on the screen and I'll see you right there.